Hi, welcome to this Corbettmaths video. In this video, we're going to look at the video solutions to the Corbettmaths practice questions on surface area and dealing with surface area of cubes and cuboids. If you need any extra help in finding the surface area of a cube or a cuboid, if you go to Corbettmaths and go to the videos and worksheet section and scroll down to video number 310, there's a dedicated video tutorial there on finding the surface area of cubes and cuboids. Alternatively, you can scan this QR code. In this video, we're going to go through the video solutions to the practice questions, so let's get started. Okay, question number one. Question one, we've got this cube and the side length of the cube is 5 centimeters. As you can see here, we've got the length being 5 centimeters, the width being 5 centimeters, and the height of the cube being 5 centimeters. And we've been asked to work out the total surface area of the cube. So if we want to find the total surface area of the cube, we need to find the area of all 6 faces of the cube. So we need to find the area of the front of the cube, the back of the cube, the top of the cube, the bottom of the cube, the left-hand side of the cube, and the right-hand side of the cube. Now the good thing is, because it's a cube, all 6 faces are identical. They're all squares. They're 5 by 5 squares. So if we find the area of one of the faces, one of the squares, then we can just times it by 6 because all 6 faces have got the same area. So let's find the area of the front of the cube. So as you can see here, the height of the square is 5 centimeters. The width of the square is 5 centimeters. So if we do 5 multiplied by 5, that's equal to 25 centimeters squared. So that's the area of the front of this cube, 25 centimeters squared. So that means the area of the front of this cube is 25 centimeters squared. That will also mean that the area of the back of the cube is 25 centimeters squared. The area of the top of the cube is 25 centimeters squared. The area of the base of the cube is 25 centimeters squared. The area of the left-hand side of the cube is 25 centimeters squared. And the area of the right-hand side of the cube is 25 centimeters squared. So if we want to find the total surface area, we could add up 6 25s and get the total surface area that way, or we could just take the area of one of the faces, which is 25, and times it by 6. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to multiply that by 6 to find the total surface area of this cube. So 6 times 5 is 30. Put a 0 down, carry off 3. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So that means the total surface area of this cube is 150 centimeters squared. And that's it. That's the total surface area of the cube. And that's it. So let's write that down. So 150. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 2. So question number 2, this time it's a calculator question, and we've been asked to work out the total surface area of this cube. So again, it's a cube, so all 6 faces are identical, the front, the back, the right-hand side, the left-hand side, the top and the bottom. So if we find the area of one of the faces, we can then just times that by 6. Now, as you can see here, the side length of the cube is 7.5 centimeters. That means that the height of it will be 7.5 centimeters as well. So if we do 7.5 multiplied by 7.5, that will give us the area of one of these faces. So let's do that. So let's get our calculator and do 7.5 multiplied by 7.5. And that's equal to 56.25 centimeters squared. So that's the area of this face. And that means that will also be the area of the back of the cube, the right-hand side of the cube, the left-hand side of the cube, the top of the cube, and the bottom of the cube. So if we want to find the total surface area of this cube, we could add together 6 56.25s, or we could do 56.25 multiplied by 6 and see what we get. So let's get our calculator and work this out. So if we do 56.25 multiplied by 6, that's equal to 337.5 centimeters squared. So that's the total surface area of this cube. So the total surface area of the cube will be 337.5 centimeters squared. Remember, we needed to include our suitable units, so we had to put our centimeters squared in there. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 3. So question number 3, we've been asked to find the total surface area of a cube with a side length of 7 centimeters. Now this time we don't have a diagram for us, but we know how to find the surface area of a cube. We need to find the area of one of the faces and then multiply that by 6 because all 6 faces will have the same area. So because the side length of the cube is 7 centimeters, to find the area of one of the faces, we're going to do 7 multiplied by 7 because the side length is 7, the height of it would be 7, and 7 times 7 times 7 is equal to 49 centimeters squared. So that's the area of each of the faces, and there's 6 faces. So if we do 49 multiplied by 6, that'll give us a total surface area of that cube. So 49 multiplied by 6 is equal to 294 centimeters squared. So that's the total surface area of that cube, 294 centimeters squared. Okay, let's have a look at our next question, question number 4. So question number 4 says, shown below is a cube with a side length of 10 centimeters. So we've got this cube and it's got a side length of 10 centimeters. And Joshua says the surface area of this cube is 1000 centimeters squared because 10 times 10 times 10 is 1000. And we've been asked, is Joshua correct? Explain your answer. So actually what Joshua has done is he's done 10 times 10 times 10. That's the approach that I would use if I wanted to find the volume of the cube. I would do the length times the width times the height, and then the units would be centimeters cubed, not centimeters squared. So Joshua's used the technique to find the volume of the cube, 10 times 10 times 10, and then he's just put the units to centimeters squared on the end. So he's not correct. Let's find the surface area of this cube. So the side length is 10 centimeters. That means the height would be 10 centimeters as well. So to find the area of the front of this cube, we would do 10 times 10, and that's equal to 100 centimeters squared. So that means the area of the front of the cube is 100 centimeters squared. That means the area of the back would be 100 centimeters squared, the area of the top would be 100 centimeters squared, the bottom, the left hand side, and the right hand side. So if we want to find the total surface area of this cube, we would take the 100 and multiply that by 6, because there's 6 identical faces. And 100 times 6 is 600 centimeters squared. So the surface area of that cube is actually 600 centimeters squared, not 1,000. So let's explain our answer. Is Joshua correct? No. And that's it. I've just explained that no, Joshua has used the technique to find the volume of the cube, and then he's put centimeters squared after, so he's done the length times the width times the height. The surface area is 600 centimeters squared. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 5. So question number 5, we've been told shown below is a solid cuboid, so we've got this cuboid, and we've been asked to find the total surface area of the cuboid. So to find the total surface area of this cuboid, we need to find the area of all 6 faces of the cuboid. So the front, the back, the left hand side, the right hand side, the top and the bottom, and then add them all up. Now some students like to find the area of the front and then the bottom and the side and then double it, because obviously the front would be the same as the back, the left hand side would be the same as the right hand side, and the bottom would be the same as the top. So you could just find the area of the front, the side and the top and then double them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start off by focusing on the front. So I'm going to say, well, the front would be, because the height of the rectangle is 3, as you can see it's got a height of 3, 3 times 9, 3 times 9 is equal to 27. So that means the area of the front is 27 centimeters squared. So that would be the front. I'm just going to write that down here, 27. So that's the front. And then also the back would be 27 as well. So the back would also be 27, because if the area of the front of the cuboid is 27 centimeters squared, so would the back. Now, that's the front. Now let's consider the side. To find the area of the rectangle on the side of this cuboid, we would do 3 times 2. And 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So that means that the right side would have an area of 6 centimeters squared, and the left side of the cuboid would have an area of 6 centimeters squared. So we've done the front, the back, the right hand side and the left hand side. Now let's do the top and the bottom. So in terms of the bottom, it's a 9 by 2 rectangle, and if we do 9 times 2, that's equal to 9 times 2 is equal to 18. So the area of the bottom of this cuboid is 18 centimeters squared. That's the area of that rectangle on the bottom. And that would be the same as the top. So let's put that on our list, that the top would have an area of 18 and the bottom would have an area, of 18 centimeters squared. Now we've been asked to find the total surface area. So we've got the front, the back, the right, the left, the top and the bottom. Let's add them all up now and get the total surface area. Okay, now this is a calculator question, so that's quite nice. We can just do 27 plus 27 plus 6 plus 6 plus 18 plus 18, and that's equal to 102. So 102 centimeters squared. So that's the total surface area of that cuboid, 102 centimeters squared. And if you get the area of all 6 faces and add them all up, we get 102 centimeters squared. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 6. So question number 6, we've been asked to calculate the total surface area of this cuboid, and it's got a length of 5 centimeters, a width of 3 centimeters, and a height of 3 centimeters. So let's start off with the front. So if we want to find the area of the front of this cuboid, we would do 5 times 3, and 5 times 3 is equal to 15 centimeters squared. So that's the area of the front of the cuboid. It would also be the same as the back, so the back would also have an area of 15 centimeters squared, because the front and the back would have the same area. Okay, so we've done the front and the back. Now let's deal with the top and the bottom. So let's deal with the top now. So if we have a look at the top of the cuboid, it's a rectangle again. It's got a length of 5 centimeters and a width of 3 centimeters. So here we've got 5 there, and that would be 3. And 5 times 3 is equal to 15 again. So that means the area of the top of the cuboid is 15 centimeters squared. So the top has got an area of 15 centimeters squared. And the bottom would have the same area as well. So that would be 15 centimeters squared as well for the bottom. So we've got the area of the front, the back, the top and the bottom of the cuboid. Now let's get the right hand side and the left hand side. So in terms of the right hand side, it's a square, it's a 3 by 3 square, and 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So that means the area of the right hand side of the cuboid is equal to 9 centimeters squared. So that's the right side of the cuboid, the right hand side of the cuboid. And the left hand side would have the same area, so 9 centimeters squared. So that's the area of the left hand side. So if we want to find the total surface area of this cuboid, we just need to do 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15, that's 60, plus 9 is 69, plus 9 is 78, so that's 78 centimetres squared. We could line them up here as 15, 15, 15, 15, 9 and 9 and add them up. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20, plus 9 is 29, plus 9 is 38, put an 8 down and carry a 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7, so that's 78 centimetres squared. So that's the total surface area of that cuboid, 78 centimetres squared. Okay, let's look at our next question. So question number 7, we've got another cuboid and we've been asked to work out the surface area of this cuboid and state the units of our answer. Okay, so let's find the area of the front, the back, the right hand side, the left hand side, the top and the bottom of the cuboid. So starting off with the front, we've got 7 times 11 and 7 times 11 is 77 centimetres squared. So 7 times 11 is 77. So that's the front, and it would also be the same for the back as well. So 77 and 77 centimetres squared. In terms of the right hand side, this part of the rectangle has got a length of 11 centimetres. The height of the cuboid is 7 centimetres. So it'll be 11 times 7, and that's 77 as well. So 77 for the right hand side. So 7 times 11 equals 77 centimetres squared. So that's for the right hand side and for the left hand side as well. So we've now found the area of the front, the back, the right hand side and the left hand side of the cuboid. Now let's do the top and the bottom. So in terms of the top, we've got 11 centimetres by 11 centimetres, and 11 times 11 is 121 centimetres squared. So 11 times 11 is equal to 121 centimetres squared, and that's the top of the cuboid, and it would also be the same for the bottom of the cuboid as well, so the bottom. So that's fantastic. We now know the area of the 6 faces of the cuboid. Let's add them up. So 77, 77, 77, 77, 121 and 121. We could, if we wanted to, actually just do 77 times 4, double the 121 and add them together. That would work as well. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29, plus 1 is 30. Put a 0 down, carry a 3. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 28. 30, 32, 35, so 35, and then 1 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 5. So that means that it's 550 centimetres squared. So that will be the surface area of that cuboid. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 8. So question number 8 is a calculator question, and we've been given this cuboid and we've been asked to work out the surface area of this cuboid. So again, let's find the area of the front, the back, the right hand side, the left hand side, the top and the bottom of the cuboid. So let's start off with the front. It's going to be 0.8 because we've got a height of 0.8, so 0.8 meters multiplied by 2.5. So 0.8 times 2.5 is equal to 2. So the area of the front of this cuboid would be 2 meters squared. We're dealing with meters here, so it's 2 meters squared. So that's the front, and it would also be the same for the back as well, so another 2 meters squared for the back. So now the right hand side of the cuboid, we've got 0.8 times 0.9, so 0.8 times 0.9 is equal to 0.72 meters squared, so 0.72 meters squared. So that's the area of the right hand side and the left hand side of the cuboid. So we've now got the area of the front, the back, the right and the left hand side of the cuboid. Now let's finally get the area of the top and the bottom of the cuboid. So in terms of the top, we've got 2.5 meters times 0.9 meters because it's got a length of 2.5 meters. The width of it is 0.9. So if we do 2.5 times 0.9, that'll give us the area of the top of the cuboid. So 2.5 times 0.9 is equal to 2.25. So that's 2.25 meters squared. So that's the area of the top of the cuboid and the bottom as well. So that's the top and the bottom. So that's fantastic. We now know the area of all 6 faces of the cuboid. Let's add them up. So let's do 2 plus 2 plus 0.72 plus 0.72 plus 2.25 plus 2.25. And when we add them all up, we'll get the total surface area. So 2 plus 2 plus 0.72 plus 0.72 plus 2.25 plus 2.25 is equal to 9.94 meters squared. So that's the total surface area of that cuboid. Okay, let's look at our next question. It says, shown below is a cuboid. So we've got this cuboid, and the length of the cuboid is 10 centimeters, the width of it is 3 centimeters, and the height of it is 4 centimeters. And the question says that Mary's trying to find the surface area of this cuboid. And she says the area of the front of the cuboid is 40 centimeters squared. And yes, it would be, because 4 times 10 is 40. So that's 40 centimeters squared for the front. The area of the top of the cuboid is 30 centimeters squared. Well, let's just check that. That would be 10. That would be 3. 10 times 3 is 30. So it would be 30 centimeters squared for the top. And the area of the side of the cuboid is 12 centimeters squared. And let's just check that. So 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So yeah, that's right as well. And then she says the total surface area of the cuboid would be 82 centimeters squared. And the question says, is Mary correct? Explain your answer. So as we've seen, she was right in saying the area of the front of the cuboid is 40 centimeters squared. She said the area of the top was 30 centimeters squared. That's right as well. And she said the area of the side of it was 12 centimeters squared. But then she said the total surface area of the cuboid is 82 centimeters squared. Well, she's added the front, the top and the side. And if you do 40 plus 30 plus 12, that's 82. But that's the front and the top and the side. She hasn't included the back, the bottom and the other side. So she's only actually included 3 faces. She hasn't found the area of all 6 faces of the cuboid. Now, because she's done the front, the top and the side, you could just double them to get 164 centimeters squared, because if you've done the front, then you'd need the back. If you've done the top, you need the bottom. And if you've done one side, then obviously you'd need the other side. So she's added up half of the shapes, so you could double it to then be the total surface area. But the question said, is Mary correct? So let's explain she's not. And that's it. I've just explained that no, Mary has not included the back, the bottom and the other side of the cuboid. And the total surface area of the cuboid is 164 centimeters squared. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 10. So question number 10 says, part of a net of a cuboid is shown on the centimeter grid below. So this is a centimeter grid, so each centimeter is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. And that means the area of each one of them will be 1 centimeter squared. So this is part of a net of a cuboid. And then if we carry on, it says complete the net of the cuboid. Okay, so let's let this be the base of the cuboid. So if this was the base, that would be the back and the side. So let's draw the other side. The other side would look like this. So it would go across 1, down 3 and across 1. So that would fold up and that would fold up. If that's the back, then the front would be the same, but obviously it'd be down here. So then this would be the front. So again, it's 1 down, 4 across and 1 up. I'm just going to draw it a bit better. So that's the base, the side, the back and the front. Now let's do the top. And the top's going to be the same as the base, but it's going to fold over the top. So then the top would be, it would go down 3, it would go across 4 and then up 3 again. So then that's it. So that would be the net of the cuboid, where we've got the base, the left side, the right side, the back, the front and the top. And then if we carry on, part B says, work out the total surface area of the cuboid. State the units of our answer. So we want to find the total surface area. This is quite nice because the left hand side would have an area of 3 centimeters squared. The area of the right hand side would be 3 centimeters squared. The area of the back of the cuboid would be 4 centimeters squared. The area of the front of it would be 4 centimeters squared. The area of the base of the cuboid would be 12 centimeters squared. And the area of the top of the cuboid would be 12 centimeters squared. So that's it. That would be the area of all the 6 rectangles. And then we just need to add them up. So 12 plus 12 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. So let's see what we get. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So put the 8 down, carry our 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So that means the total surface area of this cuboid would be 38 centimeters squared. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 11. So question number 11 says, a net of a cuboid is shown below. So this is the net of a cuboid, and it's quite similar to the one we had before. Obviously, before we were just able to count the squares, and that's the area of each of the rectangles, each of the faces. But here we're going to need to do some multiplication. So here we've got this net of a cuboid, and it says the net is folded to create a cuboid. And we've been asked to calculate the total surface area of the cuboid. So we want to find the total surface area of this cuboid. Okay, so here what we want to do is we want to find the area of each of these 6 rectangles and then add them together, and then that'll be the total surface area. I'm just going to change colour ink here to blue because the numbers, the measurements have been labelled on red ink. So if we change to blue, it just stand out a bit more. So if we let this be the base of the cuboid, that would fold up to be the back, that would fold up to be the front, that would be one side, that would be the other side, and this would fold over to be the top of the cuboid. So that's the base, the top, the front, the back, the left side and the right side. So let's consider this side here. If we fold this side up and this side up and this side up and this side up, this here would be the side of the cuboid. And if this is 12 centimeters, as you fold it up, the height of the cuboid would become 12 centimeters. So that means for this rectangle here, this would be 12 centimeters and this is 14 centimeters. And if we do 12 times 14, so let's do that on our calculator. 12 times 14 is 168. So that means the area of this left-hand side of the cuboid would be 168 centimeters squared. And if that's the left-hand side of the cuboid, the right-hand side of the cuboid would also be 168 centimeters squared. So that's the area of this face and this face. Now let's consider the back of the cuboid. So in terms of the back of the cuboid, that's this face here. As this is folded up, this would be the length of it, and obviously this bit would be the height of the cuboid, which again was 12 centimeters. So that's going to be 12 centimeters there. And if we do 12 times 26, 12 times 26 is equal to 312. So that's 312 centimeters squared. So that's the area of the back of the cuboid. And if that's the back, then the front would also be 312 centimeters squared. So we've done 4 faces. Now we just need to get the area of the base of the cuboid and the top of the cuboid. So let's consider the base. Well, as you can see from this rectangle, it's going to have a length of 26 and a width of 14. So if we do 26 times 14, that's equal to 26 times 14 is equal to 364. So that means the area of the base of the cuboid is 364 centimeters squared. And if that's the base, the top would have the same area of 364 centimeters squared. And that's it. Now we can just add them together. We can do 312 plus 312 plus 364 plus 364 plus 168. Just going to scroll down a little bit here. Plus 168 and see what we get. And that's equal to 1,688 centimeters squared. So that's the total surface area of that cuboid. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 12. So question number 12 says the total surface area of the cube below is 384 centimeters squared. And we've been asked to work out the side length x of the cube. So we want to find this length here. Now we're told the total surface area of the cube is 384. So if we take the 384, that's the total surface area, and divide that by 6 because there's 6 faces and each of the 6 faces have got the same area. Because it's a cube, they're all squares and they're identical squares. So if we do 384 divided by 6, that's equal to 64 centimeters squared. That means the area of the front of the cube would be 64 centimeters squared, the top would be 64 centimeters squared, the right side, the left side, the back, the bottom, and so on. So that means that each of the squares has got an area of 64 centimeters squared. But we wanted to find the side length of the cube. So to find this area, we would do this length times this length. So we would do this length times that length. So we would do a number times a number to be 64. So if we do the square root of 64, if you know the area of a square, if you square root that area, you'll get the side length. So the square root of 64 is equal to 8. So that must be 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters. And if we do 8 times 8, that's equal to 64 centimeters squared. And then if we do 64 times 6, that's equal to 384 centimeters squared. So that means the side length of the cube is 8 centimeters. And that's it. So with this question, what we done was we took the total surface area, we divided it by 6 because there's 6 faces on a cube and all of the 6 faces are identical. They're all squares with the same area. So we divided that by 6 to get 64 centimeters squared. We then square rooted that to be 8. So it means the side length is 8 centimeters. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 13. Okay, it's question number 13. Question number 13 says the volume of a cube is 2,744 centimeters cubed. Work out the surface area of the cube. So we've got the volume of the cube. Now I'm just going to do a sketch of a cube, and apologies, this sketch is just going to be a freehand one, so it's not necessarily the best cube in the world. So we've got this cube, and it's, there we go. So that's a cube. It's meant to be a cube. And so that's a cube, and its volume is 2,744 centimeters cubed. So to work out the volume of a cube, we do the length times the width times the height. So we do the length times the width times the height. Now, because it's a cube, the length, the width, and the height are all the same length, or the same value. So we would do, for instance, if this was y centimeters, and that's y, and that's y, we would do y times y times y, and that would be equal to 2,744. Because the length times the width times the height is equal to 2,744. So that means that here we've got y times y times y, that's y cubed, and that's equal to 2,744. Now if we want to find what y is, we would then do the cube root, because if you've got a number times itself and by itself again, and you want to find out what that number is, you do the cube root of it. So if we do the cube root of 2,744, that'll be the side length of the cube. So on our calculator, if we do the cube root, that's equal to 14. So that means that 14 times 14 times 14 is equal to 2,744. So that means that we've now found the side length of the cube, but we wanted to find the total surface area. So I'm just going to change colouring here. We want to find the total surface area. So let's find the area of the front of the cube, and then because it's a cube, all 6 faces will have the same area. So this is 14, that's 14. So if we do 14 times 14, that's equal to 196, so 196 centimeters squared. So that means the area of the front would be 196, the area of the top would be 196, the area of the right hand side 196 centimeters squared, and then the back, the left side, and the bottom, and so on. So all 6 faces have got an area of 196 centimeters squared. So if we do 6 times 196, that's equal to 1,176 centimeters squared, and that would be the total surface area of that cube, 1,176 centimeters squared. Okay, let's have a look at our next question, question number 14. So question number 14 says, shown below are 2 cuboids. So we've got these 2 cuboids, and we're told that both cuboids have got the same surface area, and we've been asked to find why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by finding the surface area of this cuboid on the left hand side, and then find an expression for the surface area of the cuboid on the right hand side and put them equal to each other, and then we can find out what y is. So let's start off with cuboid A. So with cuboid A, what we would do is we'd find the area of the front, so we would do 7 times 2. I'm just going to get rid of that A there for the minute. So we would do 7 times 2, because 7 times 2 would be the area of the front, so it's going to be 14, so 14. So we've got 14 plus 14, that's the front and the back, centimeters squared. So the area of the front is 14 centimeters squared, the area of the back is 14 centimeters squared. Now let's look at the right hand side. We've got 4 times 2, that's equal to 8 centimeters squared. So the right hand side is to get an area of 8, and the left hand side is to get an area of 8 centimeters squared. So we've done the back, so we've done the front and the back and the right side and the left side. Now let's do the top and the bottom. So 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28 centimeters squared. So that's going to be the top 28 and the bottom 28. So that's fantastic. We've now got the area of all 6 faces of that cuboid. Let's add them up. So we'll do 14 plus 28 plus 28 plus 8 plus 8, and that's equal to 100 centimeters squared. So that means the total surface area of this cuboid, cuboid A I called it, was equal to 100 centimeters squared. Okay, so we found the total surface area of that cuboid. Now we're told that this cuboid has got the same surface area. So let's find the surface area of this. So let's find an expression for the surface area of this cuboid. So the front would be 2 times y, so it's going to be 2y, and that means it's 2y for the front and 2y for the back. We obviously don't know what y is yet, so we're just doing 2 times y to be 2y for the front, and then the back would be 2y as well. The right hand side would be 2 times 1, so that's 2. So that's 2 centimeters squared for the right hand side and 2 centimeters squared for the left hand side. So we've done the front and the back and the right side and the left side. Now let's do the top and the bottom. So it's going to be y times 1, so it'll be y for the top and y for the bottom, so y and y. So if we do 2y plus 2y plus y plus y plus 2 plus 2, that'll be an expression for the total surface area of that cuboid. So 2y plus 2y is 4y, plus y would be 6y altogether, and then we've got plus 2, so it'll be plus 4. So the total surface area, our expression for the total surface area of this cuboid, cuboid B, would be equal to 6y plus 4. So that's fantastic. We know the surface area of the cuboid on the left, that's 100 centimeters squared. We've got an expression for the surface area of the cuboid on the right, 6y plus 4. Let's put them equal to each other. That'll give us an equation. We can then solve it and find y. So let's do that. So 6y plus 4 is equal to 100. So we've now got an equation, and if we wanted to solve this equation, we want to get the y on its own. So we want to get rid of the plus 4, and then we want to get rid of the times by 6. So to get rid of plus 4, we're going to do the inverse, which is subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. On the left hand side, we had 6y plus 4. We're taking away 4 to get rid of the plus 4, so we would just be left with 6y. And on the right hand side of the equation, we had 100. Take away 4 would be equal to 96. So we've now got that 6y is equal to 96. We want to get rid of this times by 6, so let's divide by 6 and divide by 6. So on the left hand side of the equation, we'll be left with y because we're dividing by 6 to get rid of the times by 6. On the right hand side of the equation, we've got 96 divided by 6, that's equal to 16. So it means that y is equal to 16 centimeters, and that's it. We're found with the value of y, 16. Okay, let's have a look at our last question, question number 15. So question number 15 says, shown below is a cuboid, so we've got this cuboid, and we're told the total surface area of the cuboid is 280.72 centimeters squared, and we've been asked to find x, because obviously here we've got our expressions for the length, the width, and the height of the cuboid being 5x, x, and 4x. So let's find an expression for the total surface area of this cuboid to begin with. Once we do that, then we can then put that equal to 280.72 and then solve that equation and find out what x is. So let's find the total surface area of this cuboid. So dealing with the front, x times 4x would be 4x squared. So that's 4x squared for the front. So that's 4x squared for the front and 4x squared for the back. So that's the front and the back of that cuboid. The left hand side, we've got 5x times 4x, that's going to be 20x squared. So that's 20x squared for the left hand side, and also the right hand side, 20x squared for the right hand side as well, because remember, the front's the same as the back, the left side's the same as the right side. Now we've got to do the top and the bottom, so it's going to be this length is x, and then times this length, which is 5x, and x times 5x is 5x squared. So it's going to be 5x squared for the top and 5x squared for the bottom. So now we can add them together, and that'll be our expression for the total surface area of this cuboid. So 4x squared plus 4x squared plus 20x squared plus 20x squared plus 5x squared plus 5x squared. Well, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, plus 20 is 28, plus 20 is 48, plus another 10 is 58. So that'll be 58x squared. So that's our expression for the total surface area of that cuboid. Now the question said the total surface area of the cuboid, so 58x squared, was equal to 280.72. So that's an equation now. We can solve this equation and find x. So we've got 58x squared. We want to get rid of the times by 58, and then we want to get rid of the squared. So let's divide both sides by 58 to begin with, and that will get rid of the times by 58. So on the left hand side, we'll be left with x squared, because we're dividing by 58 to get rid of the times by 58. On the right hand side, we've got 280.72 divided by 58 is equal to 4.84. Okay, so that's fantastic. We've now got the x squared equals 4.84. Now we know that x has to be positive, so now we can just square root both sides here, and we get that x is equal to, because we know it's going to be a positive answer, we don't need to worry about any negative roots. So the square root of 4.84 is equal to 2.2. So x is equal to 2.2, and that's it. So x is 2.2. And that's it. So just to recap, we found an expression for the total surface area of the cuboid, and we found that to be 58x squared. We then put that equal to the surface area that it told us in the question, and then we just solved that equation, and we found out that x was 2.2. And that's it. So these have been the video solutions to the Corbettmaths Practice Questions on surface area of cubes and cuboids. I really hope you found this video useful, and if you have found it useful, please like and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you need any extra help on surface area of cubes and cuboids, if you go to Corbettmaths and go to the videos and worksheets section and scroll down to video number 310, there's a dedicated video tutorial there that will help you on this topic. Alternatively, you can scan this QR code. But again, I really hope you found this video useful. If you have found it useful, please like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you've got any friends or family that need some help with their maths, please highly recommend the Corbettmaths website to them, and that'd be really useful as well. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.